Students, please mute your mic, everyone. We are going to start the session now. Hello, good morning, students. Now we are going to start the session. Please be attentive. Hello, good morning, students. Welcome to today's session. Today we are going to continue with our mathematics for standard 6th. Chapter is topic. The chapter is bar graph. This lesson already we have studied. Again, we will do some revision of that lesson. So please be attentive. Be ready with your books. Okay, now pay attention, everyone. Can you tell me what we have studied in the last lecture about bar graph? Can anyone tell me? Please raise your hands and tell me. Yes, Pankhini, tell me. We are going to study about bar graph only, but can you tell me what we have studied in the last lecture?
We have studied bar graph, graph paper, and how to use bar graph, and we have solved y-axis and x-axis. Then how to draw the bar graph and how many in one big boss. In one big box there was 1 centimeter small box, and we have learned bar graph, and thus we want to show the scale on the top of the, and in x-axis there should be names, and y-axis there should be numbers.
Yeah, Pankhini, very good. You know, means what we have learned. Very good, huh? Means you are remembering what we have learned in the last lecture. So today we will recall what we have learned in the last lecture, and again we will do the revision of the same topic. Okay, now pay attention, everyone. See now what we have done in the last lecture. See, today we will learn what is pictogram, graph and graph paper, and what is bar graph and how to draw bar graph. We will do the full revision of the lesson. In the last lecture also we have studied this lecture. Today also we'll continue with the same lecture. See now what I will do. First I will show you the definition of pictogram. Now you know what is pictogram. This we have already studied in the last lecture. Now what is the definition of pictogram? Can anyone read this definition and tell me what is pictogram? Any one of you? Yes.
Pictogram,
yes,
a diagram that use picture to represent word or phrase, amount or number of a particular thing.
Yes, this is a pictogram. I will show you one diagram here. You see the diagram, then you will understand what is pictogram. See, this is one picture here. Last time also you have seen this picture. In this picture, you can see the names of two teams are given, India and Sri Lanka. And can you tell me what is this picture about? Can anyone, yes, Pankhini or Asdan, tell me what this picture is showing?
Sir, about cricket.
About cricket, you can see in this picture, two teams are there, India and Sri Lanka, and they're playing cricket. So you can see number of overs here, number of runs here. So this data, this sport is related to cricket. Now, can you tell me how many things does the picture tell us? What things you can see in this picture? Anyone? Yes, tell me. Yes, tell me what things you can see. Yes, tell me.
There was balls, runs, over, Then there was two teams, India and Sri Lanka.
Yes, very good. You can see here names of the two teams. You can see the overs here. You can see the runs here. You can see the ball there. Which wicket is in which over the wicket is gone. So this data is showing. Now, what is the third question here? See, what shape has been used in the picture to represent runs? Can you tell me which shape is used there to represent the runs? Yes, Sanjana. Who is Sanjana? Tell me the answer.
So,
Which shape?
can I?
Yes, tell.
Sir, ball.
No, which shape is used to show the runs, to represent runs? You can see the runs there. Which shape is there? You can see here, small rectangular boxes. These small rectangular boxes are used to show the runs. Understood, everyone? So,
Yes, sir.
so these already we have studied in the last lecture. Now we will move forward and we will see what we have to learn now next. So we have seen in the last lecture that how to make the pictogram. In that pictogram, numericals data is given, scale is given, information is given. According to that information, what we will do? We will draw a pictogram. Understood? So I will show you one example here. This example already you have studied. Again, I will revise that. See, in this example, you can see types and numbers of vehicles in a town is given below. I will show you the picture here. Now in this picture, what you have to do? You have to take one picture is equal to 5 vehicles. So this is your picture. You can see in this picture, different vehicles are there. Types of vehicles and numbers. You can see first bicycle is there, motorcycle is there. Then you can see auto rickshaw, then you can see bullock cart. So you can see the numbers there. One picture is equal to 5 vehicles. Means you have to consider one picture is equal to 5 vehicles. Now you can see in the bicycle, total 5 bicycles are there. So we will multiply 5 into 5. So it will become 25. 6 motorcycles are there. So it will become 30. 7 auto rickshaws is there. So 7 into 5 it is 35. And how many bullock carts are there? 4 bullock carts are there. So 4 5s are 20. So this is your pictogram. Now what we will do? First we will start with the introduction of graph paper. So you know what is pictogram. So our today's topic is to study the graph paper and how to draw a bar graph. So first we will see what is graph paper. You know what is graph paper. In the last lecture you studied what is graph paper. Can anyone tell me what is graph paper? Yes, Pankini, or raise the hand. Tell me what is graph paper.
So, in the graph paper, there was 1 inch, 1 centimeter small boxes in one big box.
Yeah, I will show you the definition first, then I will explain what is graph paper. See now here. See, this is your graph paper. Now what is there in this graph paper? I will explain you. A paper with small squares of equal size printed on it for drawing graphs and other diagrams. See, you can see this graph paper green color here. In this graph paper, you can see small boxes are there. In these boxes, you can draw your information. So we will see now how to draw the information. For drawing the graph paper, what we have to do. See now some information is given here. How to draw the graph. So for drawing the graph, you need to keep in mind some information. After that only you can draw the graph. Otherwise it will come wrong. So what we will do now, everyone can see this graph paper. See in this graph paper, you can see some bold lines there, some faint lines are there. So for what purpose we are using this bold line? For what purpose we are using this faint line? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Pankini or Resda, and tell me. You can see these bold lines in this graph. You can see these faint lines. Bold means dark lines, faint means light lines. See. Can you see these lines here? For what purpose we are using this? For drawing our information. So first we will see which axis we have to take for draw the information. So,
Bold
yes,
line. Bold line is used to draw on the 10, but lower the 10 there was faint lines.
Yes, centimeters we are considering for bold lines, and that millimeter is there. Now that we are considering for faint lines. Okay, now pay attention here now. We will see next what is given. See, now you can see here 1 centimeter boxes are there. In that small boxes are there. So that small boxes are there, no, that is your faint lines, and this big box is there, no, 1 centimeter, it is your bold line. Understood? Now we will see what is given next. See, this is your graph paper. Now in this graph paper, what we have to do first? We have to make one x-axis here, and that the line is horizontal. And after that, what we have to do? We have to give the name as x-axis. Then what we have to do? Again, we have to make one line here perpendicular to x-axis, and we have to give the name as y-axis. After that, what we have to do? We have to give the name to the point of origin where it is perpendicular, and that intersection point is called as point of origin. There we have to write O or 0. So this is the way to draw the graph. So this is the basic information of drawing the graph. First you have to draw the x-axis, then you have to draw the y-axis, then you have to draw the point of origin. So this is common for all the graph. Whenever you draw any graph, no, this is the common information for all the graphs. So after that, what you will do now? See. Pay attention here. Now what we have to do? Now we have to see what is bar graph. So can you read the definition of bar graph? Now you know what is graph paper, how to draw the graph. Now we will start with the bar graph. So can you read the definition of bar graph? Any one of you? What is given on the screen? Any one of you? Yes, you raise the hand. Please tell me the definition. Who will tell the definition of this? Any one of you? Yes, tell me.
What is bar graph? Bar graph, a diagram that use narrow bands or different height to show different amounts so that they can be compared.
Yes. What is the definition? Means whenever we draw a bar graph, we are having some measurement of different types. Means some information is given in numbers. So according to that numbers, we are drawing the rectangular boxes, and we are doing the comparison. Means which one is having more, which one is having less. That comparison we are doing. Now I will show you one diagram here. See, now same diagram I will take pictogram. See here, names of the vehicles are given: bicycle, motorcycle, auto rickshaw, and bullock cart. And we will see the number of vehicles. You can see this picture. Same pictogram I am taking. See, in the first picture you can see 5 bicycles are there. Second picture you can see 6 motorcycles. Third picture you can see the rickshaws are there, auto rickshaws, 7 auto rickshaws. And fourth picture you can see the 4 bullock carts. So this information we have to show on the bar graph. So you see now. This is your bar graph. What you are doing? First you will draw the x-axis, then you will draw the y-axis, then the point of origin. Then what you will do on the horizontal line, what you will write? Name of the vehicles: bicycle, motorcycle, auto rickshaw, and what is next? Bullock cart. And on the y-axis, what you will do? First you will take the scale. Then after taking the scale, you will write the number of vehicles. And what is the scale here? You have to take the scale. 5 vehicles is equal to 1 big unit. 1 unit means 1 centimeter unit you have to take for 5 vehicles. So this way the graph is given. So you have to represent this way, this graph. Understood? This you have studied in the last lecture. Again, we will do the revision of this. So you can see on the x-axis, the names of the vehicles are written. And on the y-axis, number of vehicles are written. You can see how many bicycles are there. 25 bicycles are there. You can see 30 motorcycles are there. You can see 35 auto rickshaw, and you can see 20 bullock carts. So this information we will represent like this. Understood, everyone? Now we'll see next what is given. See, now we will start with the practice set 18. See, in the practice set 18, what is the first question? The bar graph shows the maximum temperature in degrees Celsius on certain day in February. Observe the graph and answer the question. Now what you have to do? See here, graph, already the graph is given. We have to make the questions here. Which topic is going on now? Graph paper is given already, means information is given to you. you have to what you have to do, you have to make the you have to see the questions and you have to give the answers. So this is our first topic, and after this what we will do, how to draw a graph. Means information will be given, so according to that information you have to draw the bar graph. Here already bar graph is given, you have to make the questions here and you have to write the answers. So what is the question here? You will see the first question. What data is shown in this? Can you tell me what data is shown here in the vertical and horizontal line? Can you tell me?
Sir, on the y-axis there was temperature, and in x-axis there was city's name.
Yes, we will see the answer here. Temperature in the on the x-axis, on the vertical and on the horizontal line. Temperature and what is given? Number of cities. What is the second question here? Which city has the maximum temperature? Can you tell me? Yes, the city Chandrapur has the highest temperature. This is your second question. Yes, this is your second question. Now we will read the third question here. Any one of you?
Can I read?
Yes, read.
Which cities had the maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius?
Yes, tell me the answer if you know the answer then. You can see in this bar graph, which city is having 30 degrees Celsius temperature?
Matheran.
You can observe. Matheran. No dear, Matheran is not having 30 degree. It is showing 25.
Pune.
Yes,
Pune,
Pune, correct.
Pune.
And one more city is there.
Nashik.
And yes,
Nashik.
Pune. Yes, correct. Pune and Nashik.
Pune and Nashik had the maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius.
Yes, Pune and Nashik has the maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Understood? We will see the next question now. What is given? Who will read the next question now? Yes, any one of you?
Can I read?
Yes, read.
Which city had equal maximum temperature?
See, now this question is little different from the last question. In the last question, what it was given, which city has the maximum temperature? But in this question, what is given, which cities has the equal maximum temperature? Means you have to keep in mind.
Pune and Nashik had equal maximum temperature.
See, now I will show you the answer. See, first Pune and Nashik is having the equal maximum temperature, that is 30 degrees Celsius. And again, two more cities are there. Panchgani and which city is there? Matheran. These two cities are also having the same equal maximum temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius. See, what question is given here? See, what they are asking? They are asking the equal maximum temperature. So here you can see, first Pune and Nashik is having 30 degree equal, and then after that you can see Panchgani and Matheran. These both cities are also having the equal maximum temperature. So this is the correct answer for this question. Understood everyone? We will see the next question now. What is our next question? Who will read the next question? Yes, read the question. Any one of you? Who will read the question? Yes, who raise the hand? Yes, yes, read the question.
What is the difference between the maximum temperature of Panchgani and Chandrapur?
Yes, now what we will do, you will see the bar graph. In that bar graph, you will see the temperature of Chandrapur and Panchgani. Now, what is the question here? You have to show the difference. Difference means which city is having maximum temperature. Means here Chandrapur, what is the temperature of Chandrapur and what is the temperature of Panchgani? That we have to do the minus there. Difference means minus. So what we will do here? See now how to write the answer here.
Sir, I am.
Yes, tell me. Yes, read the answer. What is given here?
The difference between the maximum temperature of Panchgani and Chandrapur.
Yes. What is the formula for writing the difference between?
Panchgani has a 25 and the Chandrapur has a 35.
See now how to write. See here. Whenever you are finding the difference, no, that time what you have to do, keep in mind, first we will take the maximum temperature, then you will take the minimum temperature, because we have to do subtraction here. So whenever we do subtraction, no, we are taking the greater number first and then we are taking the smaller number. So here what is the maximum temperature? Here maximum temperature is 35 and that temperature is of Chandrapur. And after that, which city is given? Panchgani. What is the temperature of Panchgani? 25. So we have to do the minus here, 35 minus 25. So the difference between the Chandrapur and Panchgani temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. Understood everyone? Okay, now we will move forward. See now, steps for drawing a bar graph.
Yes, sir.
Now you know everyone how to draw a bar graph.
Yes, sir.
Here are some steps that we have to follow to draw the bar graph. So I will show you one example here. According to that example, we will draw our bar graph. See now, steps for drawing a bar graph. See now, one information is given here in this table, names of plants and number of plants. Now you can see here, which are the plants here, mogra, jai, hibiscus and rose. And how many number of plants are there? You can see mogra, the quantity is 70, jai, the quantity is 50, hibiscus is 45. And what is the quantity of rose? Who can tell me the quantity of rose? Any one of you?
80.
If you are attentive, then 80. Yes, the quantity of rose is 80. So this is your information. This information you have to draw on your graph paper and you have to make a bar graph. So first what we will do, so there are some steps that you have to keep in mind for drawing a bar graph. So what are the steps you will see here? First you will take a graph paper. After taking the graph paper, what you will do, in the center write the title, types and number of plants, means on the x-axis and y-axis, whatever information is given that you have to write. So first what we will do, first we will draw a x-axis and we will draw y-axis and then we will draw mark 0, that is point of intersection. Then what is our third step? Write the names of plants on x-axis at equal distance. Means we will take some distance there, 1 centimeter distance, and on that 1 centimeter distance, what we will do, we will write the names of these plants, mogra, jai, hibiscus and rose. Then what is our next step? Number of plants is divisible by 5. So take the scale. What scale you will take? 0.5 centimeter is equal to 5 plants. Means you have to take the scale of 1 centimeter. So you will consider 10 plants as a 1 centimeter on y-axis. So according to this information, you can draw on y-axis the number of plants. So after that, what we have to do? Write the scale in the right top hand corner. Where you are writing the scale on the right top hand corner. See, it is very important. Huh? Without writing this, the answer is not correct. You will not get the marks. Huh? If you are not writing this no scale, you will not get any marks there. Your marks will be deducted. So this is very important because according to this information only we are drawing the y-axis. So it is very important. Now what is our last step? Draw a bar graph of the appropriate height above the name of each plant on the x-axis. So after getting all this information, whatever quantity is given of that plants that you have to draw there. See, mogra is given 70, jai is 50, hibiscus is 45 and rose is 80. Now we will see how to draw this. See now, pay attention here. See now how to draw a bar graph. See, first you have to take this graph paper. In that, first you will draw the x-axis, give the name as x-axis. Then you know what is y-axis, then point of intersection, then names of plants. Now which plants are there? First one is mogra, then jai is there, hibiscus, then rose. Now after this, what is the step? Next step our, what is our next step? First we will take the scale on y-axis. So what is our scale here? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 plants. So this you have to show on y-axis. So on y-axis, what we will do? We will write the number of plants here and we will take the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 10 plants. See now, like this we have to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 means 1 centimeter, 10 plants you have to take. So after that, what you have to do? Now what information is given in the question note that we have to draw here? Now, what is the quantity of mogra here? Can you tell me, any one of you, what is the quantity of mogra? Please raise your hands if you know the answer. Yes, Neeraj.
70.
Yes, Neeraj.
70.
70. Yes, the quantity of mogra is 70. So what you will do? You will draw quantity of mogra here. Now you tell me what is the quantity of Zai here?
50.
Can you tell me?
50.
50.
50.
50. So the quantity of Zai is 50. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the quantity of
Hibiscus.
hibiscus
45.
here?
45.
45. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the quantity of rose here?
80.
80. So the quantity of rose is 80. So this way you have to see the information, and according to that information you have to draw a graph here. First we have taken the quantity of mogra, that is 70. Then we have taken the quantity of Zai, that is 50. Then we have taken the quantity of hibiscus, that is 45. And at the last we have taken the quantity of rose, that is 80. So this way you have to draw the bar graph. Understood everyone? Now we will see next what is given. Now you know. What you know now? Every bar in the graph should be of equal width. Then next statement, what is given? The distance between any two adjacent bars should be equal. And what is our third statement here? All bars should be of appropriate heights. Means now only I have seen how to draw the bar graph. In that bar graph, what you have to pay attention when drawing the bar graph? See, every bar graph in the graph should be of equal width. Means the measurement you are taking, no, it should be very perfect and equal. The distance between any two adjacent bars should be equal. Means whatever distance you are taking between two bars, no, means now you have seen the mogra, you have seen the rose, you have seen the Zai, hibiscus, you have seen the difference between that should be adjacent. Means it should not be like that. It is first you are taking 1 centimeter, then you are taking 2 centimeter. It is not allowed. It is wrong. If you are taking 1 centimeter, then you have to consider 1 centimeter only. Now what is our third statement? All bars should be of appropriate height. Means whatever measurement is given, no, according to that measurement only you have to draw the bar graph. Understood everyone? Now we will see further what is given. See now practice set 19. What is given in the practice set 19? See this example we have not seen last time. So we will solve this example. Please pay attention. Can any one of you read this question? What is given here? Any one of you? Yes, who has raised the hand? Yes, tell me. Yes, tell me.
The name
and
names and name of animal, number of animal in a certain zoo are given. Will use the data to make a bar graph. Scale.
Okay.
On
please mute your mic now.
y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal for animal.
See now this question we will solve now. See what is given in this question. First you will see the picture there. You will see one table there. In that table names of the animals are given and numbers, means how many animals are there. Now what is our question? The names and number of animals in a certain zoo are given below. So use this data to make a bar graph. So what we will do on y-axis, we will take 1 centimeter is equal to 4 animals and we will show the data of these animals. So you will take this graph paper. So first you will draw x-axis, then y-axis, you know, then after that point of origin, then names of animals. Which animals are there? Deer, tiger, monkey, rabbit, peacock. This you will show on the x-axis. That is your horizontal line. Now what you will do next, you will take a scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 4 animals on y-axis, where you will take on y-axis. So first you will write number of animals there on the y-axis in the vertical line. Then you will show here the number of animals. 1 centimeter is equal to 4 animals. So after that what you will do now? What is how many deer are there? Can you tell me? Any one of you? Amit, you have raised the hand. Can you tell me this? How many deer are there?
20.
Okay, 20 deers are shown here. So what we will do, we will draw 20 here. We will take the measurement of 20 and we will draw a graph here, bar graph. Next, what is given? How many tigers are there? Yes, Amit, you can continue. How many tigers are there?
Sir, 4.
4 tigers are there. So we will draw 4 here. Next, how many
Tiger
monkeys?
is 4.
Yes, how many monkeys are there?
12.
12 monkeys are there. So we will draw 12 here. Now tell me the rabbit. How many rabbits are there?
16.
16 rabbits are there. So we will draw 16 here. At last, how many peacocks are there?
8.
8 peacocks. So we will draw bar graph of 8 peacocks. See. So this way you have to draw this bar graph after taking all this information. So what we have done here, we have seen what is given here. Scale on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 4 animals, and according to that information we have drawn our bar graph here. Understood everyone? So this way you have to draw your bar graph after taking all this information. See now. So now we'll do the evaluation what we have done today. Pay attention everyone. So what we have learned today, can any one of you tell me? Yes, raise your hands.
Sir, we have
Yes, Pankaj.
learned that how to draw bar graph, how to use the graph paper.
Yes, and what is bar graph? That we have
What is
learned.
bar?
Yes, so this is the definition of graph paper, you know. In the introduction only we have seen what is graph paper. A paper with small squares of equal size printed on it, used for drawing graphs and other diagrams. What is the definition of pictogram? A diagram that uses pictures to represent word or phrase, amounts or number of a particular thing. And what we have seen, what is bar graph? A diagram that uses narrow bands of different heights to show different amounts so that they can be compared. So these 3 things you have learned, and one more thing you have learned, how to draw a bar graph. So you have seen the steps for drawing the bar graph. So what are the steps for drawing a bar graph? See, what we have seen the, first we will take a graph paper. Then after that, what we will do, we will represent all this information on that graph paper. So first we will take a center. On the center, we will write the names of the plants. Then we will take x-axis, then y-axis. Then we will take a point of intersection O. Then what is our third steps? Write the names of the plants on x-axis at equal distance. Then the number of plants is divisible by 5. So we will take a scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 5 plants on y-axis. Then what was our next step? Write the scale in the top right hand corner. See, this is very important, huh? If you are not writing this, no, you will not get the marks. So what was our last step? Draw a bar of the appropriate height above the name of each plant on the x-axis. So this was the steps for drawing a bar graph, and everyone know how to draw a bar graph now. Understood everyone? Is there anyone who is having any queries? Students? If you're having any queries, then you can ask me now. See, this lesson is revised again. So now I think your all doubts should be clear. You will not have any problem now. Again, if you are facing any problem, you can ask me. I think everyone understood this lesson. So now what we will do, we will see now our today's homework. Yes, who is there?
No doubt.
No, sir, we didn't have any doubt.
You don't have any doubt. Means you have understood this lesson very well. So now what
Yes,
you will
sir.
do, you will note down your homework for today's session. See,
Yes, sir.
it will take a time to write. So what you do, you take a screenshot of this, and after that you can draw this bar graph, okay? Whenever you are having the time. Note down this homework, everyone.
Sir, my
See,
work
this,
is finished.
This question is already given in your textbook. In your textbook,
Question
also you can
number
see
5,
this question.
sir.
Yes, question number 5 is there on your textbook, in your textbook. So you can find that question there, and you can solve this question. So I think everyone understood this lesson very well. Now, students, please pay attention. One request is there. See, now every day we are having our live session here. All different subjects are there. So I want everyone to please subscribe this channel. What you will do now, watch, like and subscribe this YouTube channel. See, which is our YouTube channel? BMC Edu English Standard 6. This channel you have to subscribe. Whatever lectures we have started from that June, no, that all the lectures you can see in this. So if you are subscribing this channel, no, all the lectures you can see there, live lectures. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, students. This is all for today's lecture.
Bye, sir. We can leave, sir. Sir, we can leave.
Yes, you can leave now. The meeting